Hey guys, what's up? Got some more to add from the latest idiot commenter, Evolution Lie, who has shown up. I had to block him because I was still talking to him in the comment section, and he pretty much admitted that he didn't want to listen to anything I had to say at all. He was just there to spout his garbage and troll, which is a fast ticket to getting blocked by me. If you're going to show up under my channel, under my videos, and you're going to leave a comment, you're basically trying to open, well, no matter what your position, I don't care if you're against me or not, you're here for a back and forth. You can't just simply spout some garbage and then not expect me to respond. You better have to at least try to listen and digest what I'm trying to say to you, because I'm definitely doing the same thing on your end. Whatever you send to me, I actually try to think about it first before I respond. If you're not going to give me that same respect, fuck you, you're blocked. And I will insult you as I'm doing it. That's the rules of the channel. You don't want to act civilized, you get cut. It's that simple. But before I go, I gotta leave one last bit of humiliation, and if you guys want to read it for yourself again, it's my very first evolution video, you can easily find it. He leaves, yet if you look at his comments, he really shows that thinking is not his strong suit, because before I even get into that, what is it with religious people that they never think about what comes out of their mouth when they're desperately trying to win an argument? They'll say any fucking thing that sounds good to them, not realizing that they're making themselves look more stupid with everything they say. This is a prime example. As I was trying to, because first of all, the guy was saying, if you look at my last video, what I said in my last video, I essentially said to him in comments that what he's essentially saying is our lives have no meaning unless a God created us. And if a God created us, meaning that gives meaning, that means us defining our own lives is worthless. There's no point in us defining our own lives. So that means everything has to come from God. So us coming up with democracies and us coming up with governments mandated by the people is worthless. We have to have everything mandated by God. He goes, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. So I walked him through his own thought process to show how that's ultimately what he's saying. His response, of course, was, oh, I'm not listening. That's intelligent. But what he also was basically trying to argue was, look, you're finally coming to the realization that your atheist standpoint means we come from slime. Either you come from, you're descended from God, or you're descended from slime. My response right now in video. Do you not read your own fucking scriptures? You guys believe that you came from the dust of the ground. You came from mud. You came from dirt. You came from slime. That's how your God supposedly created you. He didn't pull something out of himself and fashion an angelic being and then give him a body. Nah, you believe you came from the mud of the ground and he fashioned that mud and breathed some magic life into you. Now you're walking, living, breathing dirt. That's why you go with that whole thing at the funeral, from dust you came and from dust you shall return. So whether you accept evolution or not, you still believe you're made up of the same freaking stuff. If you happen to hold to evolution, or should I say, if you hold to Big Bang Theory, I'm about to get into that in a moment, you believe you're made up of stardust, which form, you basically believe that you are an organ, a being of carbon. You're a being of little microorganisms that added up, which came from the dust of the universe. If you are a religious type person, you believe you came from the dust of the ground. There's really not much of a difference. So whether or not you believe in a God or not, you still believe you came from slime. See? Thinking, not your strong suit. This is not just going to that idiot, but it's going to any other creationist who thinks that they're going to try to butt their pathetic little brains against mine. Thinking is not your strong suit. If these are the type of arguments you make, go home. The internet is not your place, because the internet happens to be places where we can have a back and forth with people with different points of view, and sometimes those differences in points of view show the major holes in your own thinking. If you can't handle that, go home. Debates, intellectual circles, places where ideas are going back and forth, where you have to ponder what the other person said, that's not where you belong. Obviously. The other thing that I really am getting sick and tired of is the religious idiots who always fuck up whenever they try to define what evolution is. This guy was one of the latest. Whenever they say evolution is about us being born by random chance, that automatically is a slap. They deserve a slap right there. Go home. You don't know what evolution is. Evolution is not about being born from random chance. At all. There is nothing in the theory of evolution that dictates that life came from random chance. If you believe that, you don't know what evolution is. Therefore, you were unequipped. You simply do not have the weapons you need to even begin a debate in this particular area. You don't even know what you're fighting. You have no fucking clue about what you're talking about. Evolution is not about random chance. Evolution is about natural selection, and as a certain famous bulldog once said, natural selection is as far from random chance as you can get. It is not random chance that dictates the theory of evolution. You're trying to talk about the Big Bang Theory, which simply states that everything just came out of a supposed explosion, which even that is an ill way of describing that particular theory. And even then, they'll tell you that that's not necessarily chance either. You're trying to lump two things up at once. You're trying to talk about Big Bang Theory along with evolutionary theory, and they're two different things. Evolution is talking about how life evolved on this planet. The Big Bang talks about how the universe came into being. Those are two different processes. Trying to lump them up only shows that you didn't spend enough time in school, and you definitely didn't pay enough attention in science class. So once again, you are ill-equipped to even begin to have a discussion in this particular area. So don't even try. Read the right books. Don't read books by some creationist idiot who's trying to tell you what science is when they themselves don't even know, or worse, do know, but are trying to deceive you in order to sell more books because they know you're stupid enough to buy them. Take a college course in science. Take a course in biology. Read textbooks by people who actually make a living off of studying this shit. Then, if you still have a problem with the theory, you'll at least know what it is that you're having a problem with. Atheists out there who are coming up with fantastic arguments against your bullshit religions have actually taken the time to read your Bibles or read your Qurans or understand your doctrine first before they go after you. That's why they're successful at beating you in these debates. You guys, on the other hand, are stupid enough to think that all I have to do is read my Bible and listen to my preachers and I'll have everything I need to know. Doesn't work that way. The art of war says itself to know thy enemy. If you're not bothering to fully understand what the other side is saying, you've lost before you've even stepped on the battlefield. And every single last one of you have been sniped before you've even been able to raise your weapons. And don't even realize it. Again, if you guys really want to see how dumb some of the really stupid fucking comments I've been getting, go ahead, check those things out. You'll have a laugh. Seriously. I mean, we're in the 21st century. We're in the 21st century. No offense to the religious people who do realize that their beliefs really, you can't really dictate your beliefs on somebody else. But for those barbarians who are desperately trying to, browbeat us to death with their stupidity, guys, look, we're in the 21st century now. Your shit no longer has any bearing on reality at all, and hasn't for quite some time. If we're going to be moving forward as a species, we have to walk away from you guys. And maybe that's what's burning you up so much. Maybe that's why you're leaving stupid comments, because you are realizing that you're being left in the dust. My advice to you is simply this. Don't get mad. Join in on the intellectual discussion. Start reading some shit. Start studying. Then you won't be left behind. Anyways, catch you guys later.